Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We're back with another What Sold. This is going to be part one here. And before we get into it, I want to thank everyone who's been liking, commenting, all that on the videos. Definitely appreciate it. It seems like the viewer base has grown a little bit. We're getting a little more views per video, which I appreciate. If you do comment though, guys, I'm pretty busy with work, my normal job, family, church, everything like that. So I try to respond to everybody's comment, but sometimes it takes me up to like a week or so, maybe even a little bit longer to get to it. And if that's the case, just bear with me. Just timing for me is not always ideal. So I like to actually respond to stuff because a lot of you have good points or some feedback or questions or things like that. Also, if you have a question and you think it might be good to have it answered during the video, let me know as well. I'll try to keep answering those as they come up because some people have some interesting questions and I want to make sure we touch on those in case anyone else does as well. But we're going to get into the what sold part. I'm excited. Sales are still going well for me. Again, this is, like I said last time, I think this is our best year so far and we're continuing very consistent with sales, and I'm hoping we can continue throughout the whole year. Hopefully we can find enough good product to keep the buyers happy. So I know this year has been crazy for all of us in many, many ways, and it's definitely, as our businesses are, it kind of puts some pressure on there to find new ways to make it work or, adjust things or whatever when you can't source and all that. So hopefully we're getting back though to a more normal situation where garage sales are opening up and thrift stores and we can get back to our normal. But I hope everyone has found a way to keep it going and not lose hope because this business is awesome. It is an awesome way to make money. And, it definitely can affect your life and help your family and all that kind of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Hey everyone, we are back with the sales from Monday. Pretty good day. I think there's 19 sales in total, but I think at least one or two aren't here, so I'll show you guys those hopefully later. Hopefully a couple more will come through in the last couple hours of the day. So starting off, we have a Kia Sedona manual. This is the ETM, the electric little troubleshooting manual. This one sold for like 12 shipped. It is from the $500 manual buy. Goes medium mail, super easy. These are from the socks buy where I paid $1 each for these. They're brand new. There's 6 pairs per set. This one's Pikachu, Sonic, and Mario. These ones have sold the best, this lot of 3. Which I'm not surprised. These ones sold for 21 shipped or something like that. I think these ones, they either go right over £1 or like right around there, so make some money on those. Here's a Jurassic World Indominus Rex, like one that looks like it's all beaten up or whatever. This one was a couple bucks, I think, from Savers, $2 or $3, and it ended up selling for 34 shipped. Not too heavy, obviously over £1, but just kind of odd shape, but it'll pack up pretty easy. This is I gotta clean this off, just a little rubbing alcohol on that usually, or magic eraser can get it off, same there. This is a Super 8 high potency probiotic. I bought these for $7 plus tax at a discount store. They sell for 33 shipped. I sold 5 of them. So a really great deal. They go first class shipping. I could have had about 3 or 4 more. I only bought 5 that first day. I went back about a week and a half later when I remembered I should have checked for more. They were sold out of the rest. So I wish I would have grabbed them all because these have sold pretty well for me. Here's an Asus RT AC 3200 router. Plugged it in, tested it out. Seems to work okay. This was part of a big buy from Storage Unit Guy. I had paid $4.50. Got a bunch of stuff, video games. A lot of video game stuff, and a wood grain Atari, some gloves, just kind of a good mix. I'm thinking we probably have about 1,500 or more in sales in total. This is the first thing to sell. It's one of the first things I listed, but it sold for $110 shipped, and it sold within 6 hours, so great deal there. Ultimate Sweater Machine. This is the row counter. I got the Ultimate Sweater Machine in a big buy, and I just parted it out. I think Kevin did this over at Commonwealth Picker too, if I'm not mistaken. That sold for like 31 shipped. Here is a Plug-in Power TRS-80 color computer. This is just a little light or appliance controller. Sold it as is for parts, and it's still sold for 40 shipped. So pretty good deal there. I spent $10 on a huge box of books from one of my sources. He was just going to trash them, but he said I could have them for $10. Grabbed them. This one alone sold for $10. I've already sold probably 100 and something other dollars, maybe $200 now in books. So it's been a really great deal. Books do sell on eBay, just have to have kind of unique ones. Interrupted Melody. This is one of the DVDs I bought from the same guy. Spent $10 on this buy, and it came with a bunch of just weird old movies, part of the Archive collection for Warner Brothers, as well as a bunch of reel-to-reels. And this one sold for like 10 shipped. This is the third one I've sold, so I've already sold $30 or $31 worth of DVDs, which has been pretty cool. Tekken Tag sold for 7 something shipped. Daxter for PSP, same thing, 7 something shipped. Mafia 2 sold for 13 shipped, and it sold in like a day or so. This one always sells really well, 14 shipped I think, and I listed mine a little higher. An HP 60XL, this was returned. It expired in 2016. My listing said it was expired 2016. The condition said expired 2016. In the description 2016, and there's a photo of that. It was actually purchased a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago. It was returned before it even arrived because she thought, how dare I sell expired ink? Which I explained that it said it in the listing, and you know, I sell it all the time, and it still works, but you can return it, not a problem. But you know, you have to wait, you have to send it back to me before you get your money back, which she wasn't happy with. But I was like, what part of the listing, or like anywhere, did you not notice that it said expired? So either way, and obviously she found out it was expired because she hadn't gotten the ink yet before she already opened the return. So she obviously saw it somewhere in the listing, just didn't take to pay attention to it in the beginning. But yeah, that sold again for 19 shipped. SimCity sold for like 8 something for Super Nintendo on sale. A broken DS Lite sold for 14 something on sale. That goes first class. And these are Melaleuca, I think is what it's called. Yeah, you probably can't see, that's not focusing, but gold bars. These were also from a storage unit buy. I got a bunch of these different ones. This is the gold bar ones. I have 5 of them. They sold for 30 ships, so they're over a pound for sure. They'll probably cost like 10 to ship them. We'll make a little bit of money there, and I'll show you guys what else sells. Hey everyone, we're back with the final sales from Monday. So this is a Sato FA80, like RC airplane engine or something like that. This one, it's actually from a friend. I'm selling it for him. He gave me 4 of these. 2 of them were in the box and 2 were out of the box. There's my son. Say hi. Hi. So I actually paid him $500 up front for all these. He's a friend. They needed some cash. He didn't want to wait to have them sell. This one sold for $235. Here's a Hampton Bay little wireless remote and receiver thing here. This was I think $4 at a thrift store, and it sold for 30 shipped. Spider-Man for Super Nintendo. This one ended up selling for 20 shipped. It does come in the box, but the box is a little beat up. And lastly, this is like a Cadillac CTS or something. I forget what it is, but it's a CD player and the cassette player. You can see it's all beat up in here. I paid $5 for it. It sold for 56 shipped as is. I think this is the last radio I have in my inventory, so we'll get this one shipped out. Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We're back with the sales for Tuesday. A little bit slower quantity-wise compared to what we've been having, but still a good dollar amount, and another sale to show you guys here in a little bit. So let's get started. These are some Sony DGD 150p little tapes here. They are 20 gigs. I got all these. I got a bunch of oddball media from a buy for about, I don't know if it was $40 for all of it, something like that. Maybe it was more, I don't remember. There was a bunch of just weird stuff, and it took a while. We've made our money back. This set was listed for like 80 or 90 bucks. At the time, there were like none listed, so I thought it might sell, but they're just not worth the whole lot. It's been over probably a year and a half now. Finally took an offer of $30 ship, so happy to get rid of those. This came with a KitchenAid food processor. I listed it for $12, sent an offer out to one watcher for 10, and she took it, so happy with that. Couple of CDs. This Chi Pacific Rim, this sold for $8.99, not a whole lot there. This Willie Rosario one, though, this one ended up selling for like 31 ships, something crazy. So that was from a big CD buy for about $70 a while ago. Sorry to bend down there because my son is using all the paper towels and throwing them, so sorry about that. But this was from a big CD buy, $70. The guy was a collector, and I parted out a bunch that were in lots, and then I sold a bunch that were scanned and were worth some money. Here's a lot of military camo pants. There's 2 of them, the Woodland ones. These ones actually sold before for $54.99. The guy got them and said he was hoping he could fit in them, but they didn't. So the measurements and still were the same. They matched up with the other ones I have. So I just relisted them. Hopefully there won't be an issue. If I get another return, I'll just probably tell them to throw them away. I'll just let them keep the money, but hopefully it'll all work out. But these always sell for about 20 to 28 shipped for me a pair, and I have a lot of 2 for 55. The best sale, these are some Mickey 75 Years of Fun, little like disposable cameras. They're sealed in the package. I got 6 of these from Storage Unit Guy at a big buy I had. I think we spent $4.50 that day. And this was something I just grabbed towards the end, kind of threw it in with some other Disney stuff. I'm like, oh, they might be worth like 20 bucks each or something. Scanned them, couldn't really find any comps. I listed them high. So, I'm gonna list them higher, just at like 40 bucks or best offer, and we'll see if someone wants to offer between 20 and 40. Maybe we'll make some money over the next year or two. Someone sent me an offer and it said 34 bucks, so I was excited. I'm like, oh, I'll sell one for 34. Didn't realize it was 34 for 5 of them, at 34 each for 5 of them. So 170 in total, I think, was what it was, which was an awesome deal. So one buyer, all these for 170. I still have one left. I don't know if they just didn't need it or if my quantity was off by one, so I'll have to check. But either way, 170 shipped on these, so we'll get all these bubble wrapped up and get them out of here. And then I have one more thing to show you so far that's sold, which I'll show you guys that in the next clip. It is a retail arbitrage it's a clothing item, and then hopefully we'll have some. Hey everyone, final sales from Tuesday. Sorry about the glare. This is a Nike, it was horrible, like a Nike Vapor Knit or something like that. Slim fit. I think it's FC Barcelona. Pair of pants. They were retail arbitrage at Marshall's for like I think 20 or 25 bucks, and they ended up selling for 68 shipped brand new. So it took about 2 months to sell them, or maybe a month. I don't know, between a month and 2, but it was a good deal. Alice in Wonderland. For the Wii, this sold for like 9 something on sale. And then this was I bought a bunch of sockets one day. There were like a whole huge tool bag full of them. I looked through them. There were some Craftsman. There were a couple of Snap-on. I asked the guy how much. He said like 50 cents each. But I didn't want to go through and find all the Snap-on ones and stuff. And I said, how much for all of them? He said 20. So I said, sure, bought them all. I ended up selling all the Craftsman when there were about 100 of them. I sold those for about 90 shipped or something like that, which is a good deal. Then I took out all the Snap-on ones and sold those individually, and they sold for anywhere from 10 to I think 18 or 20 shipped, and I sold like 4 or 5 of them. I lotted all the junk ones together. I shouldn't say junk, but the brands that are just less valuable. And put them all in. You can kind of see they're not in the best shape, but put these together in one listing. Took a best offer of 26 shipped. They'll go on a padded flat rate. It was just a way to make a few extra bucks on the deal, so happy with that. Hey everyone, we're back with the sales for Wednesday. Pretty good day. Started off a little slow, but it's really picked up here, so let's get into it. We have the Revel F14A Tomcat. This is from the $1,600 Lego and Toy Buy. It's a model, brand new sealed, a little bit of box wear, but overall good shape. Sold for 45 shipped. Here's a WWE Champion belt. You can actually see it's missing a part there. This still sold for 22 bucks. I always look out for these belts. The little Jakks Pacific is the brand. You want the foam looking ones like this. The newer ones aren't always as good, but the ones from the 2000s the early 2000s seem to be okay. Here's a Shrek Game Boy Advance, brand new sealed, but crushed. This sold for like 6 something. It's a really old listing. You'll see by the pictures. It's just not good at all, but it finally sold, so that's cool. Jet Force Gemini sold for 12 shipped for the Nintendo 64. This is, I think, Hot Rocks by the Rolling Stones. There you go. That's all for like $10.79 shipped on sale, so that's pretty cool. This is really cool. This is a Magnolite Country Collection. It's like it's like a fish broiler or what it is, but it was 15 bucks. You'll see it in the picture or whatever on the screen. You should see the title. This was 15 bucks at a garage sale. I had never seen this one before. I've seen the other ones. I looked this one up, found it, and it had sold for like $90. So I ended up selling mine for $120 shipped on the best offer. So pretty good deal there. Not too heavy, but definitely kind of bulky. Here's a Nike SB pair of shoes. These ones, they look kind of not my favorite color, I would say, but these came from a buy from Storage Unit Guy probably almost a year ago. I had them sold. These are the Blazer Premiums. I had them sold probably about 6 months ago for 110 shipped, and the person just bailed. I've gotten a bunch of offers for like 50 to 70. Finally took a best offer of a 90 shipped on those. Happy to get rid of them. Here is a Hallmark Keepsake Harley Davidson. It's like a around the world one. These actually like spin around here. I paid $3 on Facebook Marketplace for 3 Harley ornaments. They were $1 each. I went and picked them up. This one sold for 25 shipped. It's going to go priority mail. It's over the pound mark, but this one will make profit. And then we have the other 2. I lotted them together, and they might sell for like 20 or 25 shipped for the pair. So pretty good deal there. This picture stinks. This is a PSP Naruto game. You'll see it's like a vertical picture. It's not the way it should be. I have some of these replacement cases because the white case that was in it was all cracked and damaged. This sold for like 6 something shipped. And lastly, these are the Reader's Digest Children's Bible Library. I don't know how many I have. I don't think it's a complete set, but this ended up selling for 78 shipped. I want to say I spent $5 to $10 on all these. So really good deal there. They'll go medium mail and we'll get them out of here. I'll show you guys if anything else sells. Hey everyone, final sale from Wednesday. This is Shyheim, the Rugged Child cassette, sold for 28 shipped.